That's right. Reality check, you know what I mean? Street lights, innit? Dookie.
Have your say. Register to vote.
I mean, I can read the statistics from the central bank, the quarterly report. I see the budget, and I know that what we are doing today is mortgaging the future of tomorrow.
Yep.
I mean, yes, as a member of Parliament for Fort Charlotte, I want social programs for the community, but I know we cannot afford what the government is proposing now, and I know it's only being done
to win an election.
So, I mean, do I try to curry favor with Hubert Ingram so that he throw me a bone here or there? Or do I say to him that you are reckless and what you are doing is undermining the sustainable development of this country? And if my leader doesn't say it,
you will.
Of course. Because that is my conviction. That is my conviction. And when you come into a political organization, the political organization is dependent upon being infused by a sharper vision. I mean, you're not by holding it in and keeping it to your chest. Of course it takes strategy now. I recognize that. But the vision must infuse the organization, because what I saw, you may have demonstrated it at a different point, but then when you come into the organization, I'm not talking, I'm just hypothetically, if you lock down your conviction, then what benefit are you? Simply to be another number? And this is where I think Pinling was also very fortunate in the cabinet that he had, is that because you had people of conviction. You had, whether it's Paul Adderley, whether it was A.D. Hanna. It was a very extraordinary. And then you had Whitfield. And each of them, they went with strong convictions. So when you had a public policy, it was as a result of compromise. It was informed by the very strong nationalist sentiment of A.D. Hanna, for example. You had strong views about the Constitution and about maintaining the independence of the country by Paul Adderley. You had Whitfield, who had a very strong view about the social development of the country. And so in that kind of environment, Pinling as a consensus builder would have had to make concessions to these different individuals. Now, when you sit in a cabinet where there is no equality,
as exists now with this
as what appears to exist, I mean, with the current administration, I mean, whatever Ingram wants, Ingram, I'm sure, will get. And then I have to ask the question, given his exposure, I mean, how informed is that policy without having the benefit of strong challenges and testing that one should have in a process, because they're making policy for the entire country, about the national security of the country, about safety on the street, about whether I get a license to do a business. I mean, every aspect of my life is shaped by the policies this group of men and women make.
Do you think, Mr. Sears, that enough of our people appreciate how impactful the policies of the government of the day are on their day-to-day lives, when one considers how few people seem to be motivated to go out and get registered?
I think that the apathy is because we as a political directorate, and here I include the PLP and the FNM and the DNA, I think when people don't see clear alternatives, the question is, why what difference will it make? And I think it is incumbent upon us as the official opposition to map out for people that voting for the PLP means a fundamental shift. It means that this is an opportunity to meet your aspirations, to manifest those dreams you have for your children. When people do not see these kinds of alternatives and they don't feel it in their heart, I think the level of apathy increase, and therefore it's incumbent upon the opposition, upon the Progressive Liberal Party, given its legacy of social transformation and social commitment to social justice and expansion of opportunity, to articulate for the Bahamian electorate a clear alternative. And I think that once that is done, it will undercut the apathy. But in the failure of that, then it only becomes a contest of personality. And the personalities may not be very compelling. So this is why vision is so critical, because with vision, people are prepared to take a chance because they want the best for themselves and most especially for their children.
Gotta big up all my peoples who've been working on the future, so they know they gotta struggle. To all my homies working on the 9 to 5 and doing right to keep themselves up out of trouble. Although sometimes I know it seems impossible, there ain't no need in drowning in your sorrow. If things are as bad as they can be, you could be.
Have your say. Register to vote.